Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, this is not an anime simulator video. It's an pixel tower defense video. Now, I made a video previously showcasing the game. Now, I'm going to make a video as a beginner's guide. Now, look, I went on YouTube. I searched up beginner's guide for this game because I thought to myself, surely somebody have made a video, to the new players who are coming into the game, because this game is gaining a lot of popularity every single day. It's getting more members every single day. It's getting more people every single day, concurrent players. And the reason is because the game is really good, right? Now, what I'm going to show you guys is the beginner's guide. So if you're new to the game, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a like. But look, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to start off your journey into getting a higher level. Now, the first thing that I'm going to say is you have to make sure that you go over here to units and make sure that you claimed your first unit. Now, look, when you start off, you'll get, an option to buy a unit, right? Get a unit to start off. So what I recommend you do is go over here, slide on over here, you know what I'm saying? And go over here to the spinning area. Now, I will say a couple things that the cool thing about this game is that when you summon 10 times, it automatically does it. Make sure you auto sell commons because you're really not gonna need commons. Make sure you get a rare or epic. Now, look, there's a big difference in damage and all that stuff, like a rare compared to an epic or an epic compared to a legendary. There's a very big difference, okay? Now, the biggest difference though, in general, is going to be, trying to go for someone good. Now, Wizard of the Heavens is a really good legendary. So if you manage to get him, you'll be pretty good to go. Okay, so try to go for him if you see him on here. The Dark Banner is one thing that many people are questioning. What is it? Dark Banner is all about gems. I don't recommend you spend on here, okay? I don't recommend you do that unless you have too much gems to spend, then maybe go ahead. But I don't recommend you do it. I recommend you to type in all the codes. If you want to know what all the codes are, I'll have in the description down below. But with that being said, go ahead and go to Standard Banner and try to get some coins. Now, the best way to get coins is to obviously play, but we'll get that in a second. What you need to make sure you understand is that obviously make sure you, auto sell whatever you don't need. I recommend when you're starting off to only do common because commons are really, really bad. You're probably never gonna use it. And obviously you're gonna go ahead and wanna just spin. Once you get your units, make sure you go over here and spend it. Now, the reason I didn't tell you to spend your gems on there is because you have to go over here right next to it to the enchantment table and obviously spend your gems here. I have, for example, Goku, which is one of the strongest in the game right now. As you see right here, it takes 75 gems to spin for a trait. Now, the reason you want to get a good trait is because traits are very OP in this game. Now, as you see, you get the chances right over here, and you see what everything is. Fury being the best one and being quite OP, okay? Make sure you get a decent unit, at least a legendary, and then go ahead and spin for a trait. I would go for Swiftness 3. I would go for Ravage if you get lucky enough. I would go with something like Sharpness 3, anything like that has a 3, or it's something above Fortune. I would go ahead and obviously get that and stick with it. Now, look, there's a lot of different things you can obviously do. Obviously, one of the biggest things you can do in this game is trade. Now, everybody's gonna need, want to trade with you if you're a high level, but basically what you're gonna have to make sure you do is obviously accept the trade if you want to trade with someone. Trading is really good in this game. You can trade whatever unit you have to other people, which is why this game is honestly doing quite good, because the trading is very simple, very good. Now, obviously, you have to make sure that you trade with someone. Now, what I recommend you do is, make sure, 1, you join the Discord, and 2, you, of course, ask people for units. Now, I recommend you just ask somebody for a legendary because many pro players will have legendaries that literally they are going to just auto sell. Obviously, all the codes will give you a lot of stuff, though, so I don't think you're going to need to obviously do that. But if you didn't get anything good like a legendary, make sure you ask people that are higher level, good to go in terms of legendaries, and can go ahead and give you one because they're gonna auto sell it anyways. So just make sure you ask people, because some people are very kind and they will give you stuff, okay? I'm gonna keep it a buck. Also, guys, when you go to store right here, you see a lot of pay to win features. Now, relax, okay? This game is not that pay to win. I'm gonna be honest, okay? This game is really cheap. Like, look, VIP is only 300. Now, although it doesn't give you much, it's still quite cheap, right? 2 times coins is very cheap. I mean, that is just insane. And if this game becomes more popular, I think you'll be happy to know that you can get those game passes really easily. Next up, let's go to quest right over here, okay? We have daily and we have weekly. Now, the weekly ones are really easy to do, okay? The weekly ones, honestly, don't take that much time to do. But you have to make sure that you're going in, with somebody or by yourself, it doesn't really matter, but just make sure that you go ahead and do that. Now obviously dailies are really easy to do. Honestly, you can do this in literally 3 games, but just because you can do it there, kill 200 enemies, you can do that in 1 infinite run quite easily. Next up though is going to be the spinning the wheel. You know, it does look like Gear 5 Luffy. Let me go ahead and spin. Let's see what we get. Okay, we have 500. Not that bad, not that bad. So make sure that you go ahead and obviously keep spinning this every single day. You can also spend 25 gems to spin it again, just like so. Will I recommend you do it? Sure, why not? I mean, if you have enough gems to do it, you know what I'm saying? Why not go ahead and test your luck out? Now, this game will have a lot of different stuff coming very soon, like story mode, survival mode. You know, you got a bunch of different stuff like leaderboards if you're curious who's the #1 player. Of course, if you're into anime, there's also anime characters. So this is not only Minecraft related units, but it's also anime related units. It's also, you know, different units from different verses. It's just, now right here is something you can also do in the lobby, and that's invite your friends to play for rewards. Now, if you invite 5 friends, you actually get a potion. If you invite 3 friends, you get 500 and so on. Not bad. I mean, you could do that. Why not? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have like 5 friends you can invite. If not, invite me. I got you, my boy. But that's pretty much a really good feature, I think, that you guys can use. Trading, really simple. Like I said before, just click on whoever you want to trade and make sure you click trades off if you don't want that annoying, you know, pop-up to show up every time, or on if you want people to go ahead and trade you. And you can also check the history, which I think is extremely cool. You know, I think that's a very good feature that no other game really has, which I think is pretty cool. You type in codes right over here. You know, again, I'll have the codes in the description. Copy and paste them here, or just go ahead and look at them and type in them yourself. In the settings, we have a lot of different things, okay? We have sound effects, music, trade requests, money indicator, damage indicator, VFX, all that good stuff that you can go ahead and turn off now, so that when you get into the game, you won't have to do it then. Really good feature. I think many of you guys will appreciate that as well. And that's pretty much everything for the lobby. If you want to play, of course, you're going to go over here to all these maps right here, and more coming soon. Go ahead and go to the, for example, first one, and you'll see the possible rewards. Let's go ahead and go over here with these fine folks and go ahead and start our journey, shall we? Now over here, when you spawn in, you see easy, medium, hard, and nightmare. You can obviously select which one you want. Now, me personally, I would recommend you when you start off to just go ahead and do easy, because there is a lot of waves, and the more waves you do, the harder it will get, okay? So you have to make sure that you understand that as well. 2x speed is in the game as well. So although there's a lot of waves, like for example, if you pick hard mode, there's 40 waves, but technically it'll be 20 waves overall, which 20 waves in this game is, you know, still honestly very long. Although it's long, you do get rewarded for your time quite evenly. So I think you guys will appreciate that really well. Another cool thing is that your health also doesn't insta kill you if they get here. You know, you do lose health points wherever their health is, which you do get a lot of health to start off with, so you can go ahead and save up your money if you don't want to really go ahead and do that. So I think that's a really good feature also, and I think many of you guys will also appreciate that. Now if you click settings right here though, like I said, you get another really cool one called surrender, which you can go ahead and if you think you're going to lose or you accidentally forgot somebody, you can just go ahead and click return and you'll instantly be going back to the lobby. I think that's really cool. Over here on the top right, you have damage, money, you know, so you can go ahead, when you're doing it with a group, you can go ahead and see who's doing better. Now in the bottom right, you also get your FPS, you get your ping, and you also get the max units. Now the max units is 15. It does varies on whatever game mode you pick. Now I am curious what you guys have to think about the game. Do you guys like the game? Do you guys think it's one of the better tower defense, or do you guys think that this game is just mediocre and that it's not that great? I'm curious what you guys have to say, because I personally for one think it's quite good. It's quite decent for a tower defense. Now infinite mode obviously is pretty much the same as this, it's just infinite waves, so that's pretty cool. And you also get these materials that drop that you can go ahead and use, which I think is really cool. Now obviously you can feed them to your units to level them up. Now they drop randomly though, there's no percentage chance, it's just it drops, okay? The most amount of money possible. So let me know what you guys think of the game. Let me know if you enjoyed it or not, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Stay safe, peace out.